us how to make pernil, or Puerto Rican roasted pork butt.
Absolutely. This is a dish that I had to learn how to make because of my dear wife, who is Puerto Rican, wanted to make sure I could do. And it passes the test because it tastes just like her grandma made it. So.
And how do you say it?
Pernil, I think. It's a very simple dish, and it requires virtually no skill, and it requires the oven to do all the work. So this is your kind of dish.
All right, I like that.
We have a pork butt here. It's a boneless pork butt, and we often promote them in the ads, so this is a perfect dish. All you're gonna do is put all these wonderful ingredients on here and then massage.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right, what do I put first?
It doesn't matter. That's how easy the dish is.
Okay.
Garlic? So we have garlic.
And I just rub it all over?
Just get everything on there and then we'll rub it. Go ahead. What is this here? This is oregano.
Oregano.
Yeah.
And do I want to go like all on
that
the
looks
sides?
great. Great. She's doing great.
Salt.
Salt.
Whoa, it's a lot of salt.
Looks delicious already.
Gosh, this is going to be a really quick
Well, see, the funny
dinner.
thing is, she made a comment, right? You said there's a lot of salt, right? But think about it. Think about it for a second here. Hang on. This is like, what, two tablespoons over this. This is a 4-pound piece of roast, right?
Yes.
So when you think about the surface area and everything, is it really that much?
Oh, no, no.
Okay, some pepper.
But I got to get the sides too.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Now we have some distilled vinegar, and you know, in a lot of cooking I don't use distilled vinegar, but this is what it works great, and you do need a nice aggressive vinegar for here. And then we have olive oil. Now, this is the part that comes in. This is my favorite part.
The massaging.
Yes. So you want to rub everything in, get it all over the thing, and work it in there. I'll hold this for you.
Now, you don't need to cut slits into the...
And that is a very, very good question. In this recipe, I tried to find the simplest way to get to the pork dish that's delicious and wonderful. Now, if you want, you could take cloves of garlic and pierce pieces of the roast and slide pieces of garlic in there. And that's gonna give you a nice garlic flavor throughout the roast, and it's gonna be wonderful and delicious.
So you cut the slit and you poke it in?
I poke them through here.
Oh,
through the,
okay.
Go ahead and get under there. Just lift it up and just really manhandle this piece here. Flip it over.
Oh, like this?
You can turn it over, yep. And just take some of the bottom there and just kind of like... Now she's doing this. What I like to do is I'll take all of this, put it in a Ziploc bag, seal it, and then just let it marinate overnight. Keeping in mind, if you don't have the time, just letting it sit for you know, a few hours will be good. The overnight's better because the flavor really starts to go in, but you still can come up with a wonderful, delicious result. And that looks beautiful. Imagine for a second that this is marinated now for overnight, okay? Now this is the marinated piece, and all Cheryl does now is take the marinated piece and lay it nicely on a pan.
So what is the minimum that it can marinate?
Honestly, I've done it where I've done just like this and gone straight in the oven.
Oh.
And it tastes great.
But ideally you want to marinate it overnight.
Because if you do it overnight, then all the flavor develops and it tastes like really great, okay? So I'm gonna take all this fun juice here and pour it over.
And you just lay it right on the pan like that? You don't need a rack?
If you have a rack, that works great, but I also wanted to show that it's still doable without the rack.
Okay.
You don't have to have a whole lot of tools to do this, okay? So we're gonna put it in the oven at high temperature, first to get it really to sear on the outside and get that browning to happen. And as soon as we get the searing, we're gonna drop it down to a low temperature. And then we're gonna cook it through, and then it's gonna be moist, juicy, very sliceable and tender and delicious. So this is gonna go in, and you know, a couple hours later, we'll be back and you'll see what it looks like.
Great.
Our pernil has been in the oven, roasting and getting happy. And now we're gonna pull it out, okay?
Okay.
You ready?
Ready.
Notice how, I mean, it roasts and the size does shrink, right? But here's the pork.
How do you know it's done?
Well, this one we're roasting for hours and hours, and so it's done. But to your point, if you really want to double check that it's done to deliciousness, I would pierce it with a fork, and it should be tender. But we're going for 2 hours. It's gonna cook all the way through, and then now it's gonna just start, the fat and everything's gonna start kind of denaturing and tenderizing it, you know. So
It's not gonna get dry if you overcook it?
this dish will not get overcooked. That's what's neat about a pork butt, because there's so much, there is a lot of fat in here. So it's fully cooked all the way done. And once it's fully cooked, now you're just starting to break down the protein strands and making it more tender. If we were to just let it go all the way, it would just become shreddable,
Which should
like
be good
pulled
too.
pork. Yeah, so you,
Can't go
the
wrong.
question is how far you want to go.
Foolproof.
Yeah, I think it is.
That looks delicious.
So here we have our roasted pork butt, and I'm gonna bring it out here and slice some of it so you can see what looks inside. Remember, typically what you're gonna wanna do is let it rest for a little bit, but because I wanna show it to you folks, I'm gonna slice it right away. By letting it rest, you kind of let the juices redistribute back so that when you slice it, it's not like draining out all over.
Do you have to tent it when you let it rest?
Yeah, that's a good idea. But you'll see the edges are a little bit crispier, right?
Wow, looks good.
You can totally hear all that crunchiness, right? You know what I like to do with, this is great, I mean fresh, but this is also one of those dishes that's really delicious the next day. You take it, you slice it cold, pan fry it to get it crisp. Do it with sunny side up eggs. Delicious, delicious,
You
delicious.
can make sandwiches.
Sandwiches, I mean, it's really versatile. So I thought this is a good piece for you to try.
It's so moist inside.
Well, that's the nice thing about the pork butt. I mean, it is one of those cuts of meat that, you know, it is a little on the fatty side, but if you do it right, notice we've rendered a lot of the fat out here. So what it's doing is it's basting, and it's like internal basting while it's roasting. So,
I'm gonna try.
what do you think?
It's
So
a lot of flavor, moist, delicious.
this, remember, is a perfect pairing with arroz con gandules, maduros. Perfect meal. Maybe get some pasteles, and you have a wonderful, wonderful Puerto Rican holiday dinner.
For this recipe and more, visit us at foodland.com.